All right, what's good, YouTube? We're gonna be doing a high taper today. We're just gonna take a little bit off the top with the scissors, and be like mid taper in the back, high taper on the sides, and I'm gonna basically go step by step showing you guys how I do my high tapers. He has like stations where like he has barbers. The number one thing, you never cut a hair when it's dry with scissors. It's always supposed to be wet. So then right here I'm parting it, brush this forward, and then you're gonna make a little mohawk section right in the middle of the head, about the size of the cone. We're only gonna cut the tip, so we're not gonna cut that much hair. About that much. Now that I have my guideline from here, I just connect it to the back. All right, now that we have our guideline in the middle, then all we gotta do, comb the hair up, and you'll see that you cut right in the middle. You can see right there. That's where we cut, and these are the longer hairs. So now you just connect it together. All right, now that we finished cutting the top, there's still a little bulky part right here because his hair goes up. So I'm gonna hit it with a 5 guard with the grain. So I'm gonna be shrugging it down just to remove the bulk. You cut less hair when you go against the grain. You're cutting more hair. Okay, now it's not as bulky. Then I'll just flip it over, and I'll just like scoop out. So I'm not really digging in the hair. I'm just scooping out. Now we're gonna set our first guideline, and I usually started like right here, right where the ear is at. I'll do the first guideline, and that's the 0 line. And that little hair in the bottom, you can remove it or you can keep it. It don't matter, and then you can shave it on later. But usually I do it straight away. I feel like it saves time. Then after hitting with that, you hit it with a trimmer just to make it even more bald, nice and clean. And after this, we're still gonna hit it with a foil shaver to make it even clean. All right, now we're just gonna clean them, and then we're gonna hit it with the foil shaver. And what the foil shaver does, it makes it completely bald to the skin, makes it smooth. And when you're doing it with the foil shaver, don't go all the way to the line. Like stop like half an inch before you hit the line, because then you don't want to leave any guidelines. So you want that blend. And then we're gonna start with the first guideline, which is clipper open, and you're gonna go like the size of your finger. Like I usually do like my pinky size, about that much, with the guard open. We're gonna go guard halfway, so 2 clicks, and that means the blade is in the middle, and then we're only going up to the middle, in between the first guideline and the second one. So I'm not going all the way to the top. I'm going right here, right in the middle. Now we're gonna close it all the way. We're gonna hit that bottom line right here to get rid of the first guideline we did. We're kind of flicking, so I'm only using like half of the blade. So one of these corners, if you can see, kind of going cutting at an angle, because I'm kind of flicking out. And then you can just play with the lever. If you see like there's more hair on the top, go a little higher. The 1 guard, we're gonna go up another finger length up here. All right, that was open. Then I'm gonna close it and go under that line, just to blend it in. But we're working towards so we use the 1, then we close it, still the 1, but now it's just close, so it cuts more. We're going under that line, so this line right here. So that's the one we gotta blend out now. We already blended out the first one. All right, so finish with the 1. Then you're gonna take that line now with the 0.5, and I always hit the 0.5 halfway, 1, 2, halfway, and then I'm only using the corners. I don't use the whole blade. To get rid of the last line, we use the 1.5, and you can start with it open, and we're just gonna flick out. So we're not like digging in. We're just flicking out. We're not trying to create another guideline. We're just trying to blend it out. So I'm like flicking out like this, almost like you're cutting. Imagine you're cutting up to the roof. You're cutting and you're pointing to the roof or the ceiling. And if you can still see the line, like I can see the line right here, then you'll close it and just hit it with the corner. So it's pretty much blended. There's still a line right there. So I'll usually use the one, and it'll be open, and then just one click, and then just go at it with the corner. And you're not digging in, you're trying to like flick it out. All we gotta do is just line them up on the corners, on the edges. So the way I do it, I just comb the hair down. And I don't do no pushback, so I keep it as natural as possible. So you can see right here, this is where hair already grows. So we're just gonna line it up right there. Trying to keep it as natural as possible. Then when you're going behind the ear, when you're trying to line it up, just use your one corner. Don't use the whole blade. You just use one corner of the blade. And I'm always gonna come back and hit it again. But this is just like a, quick lineup, so I don't get lost. Same thing right here. The hair goes right here. So we're not gonna push it back over here. We're just gonna go as natural as possible. A light tap right there. And like I said, only use the corner of one blade. It's nice and lined up. I'm gonna just hit it right here. I can see the little dark spot right here. And if you can still see a little bulk, like right here, you hit it with your shears. So I comb it down, and then I literally just point up, like I'm pointing towards the ceiling. And then what this does is it doesn't cut the hair. It's not like scissors. It has little teeth, and it's to blend. So it cuts every other hair, not every hair, and it helps to blend up to the bulk. And after the high taper, we're always gonna brush it down. And the high taper, you use like the corner where the hair goes, and then we just like connect it. You could either do it straight or you could do like a little like rainbow shape. So I usually hit it from the very corner right here. I'm kind of like making a little rainbow shape, but like a curved line, and then I get it like right here. Just connect them together. I don't press too hard with the trimmer, so it's not hard to take out the line when I do. So literally light taps, and then you flip the trimmers over and take all that hair off. Always brush. And then I'll go over it again. Don't press too hard. Like I said, you press too hard, it's gonna be harder to take the line out. So once you clean all the hair out, you hit it with the shaver. Just make it skin bald. Stop right before you get to the line and like flick out. So you won't create another guideline. And then start it off. Usually I'll hit it like a 1.5 open just to remove the bulk. But he doesn't have a lot of bulk, so literally I'll just pass it like this, flick out. Because this is where the high taper is gonna be. I will do like no guard, lever open. And we're gonna go like, like a finger's width, like a pinky's finger's width. You're not gonna make big guidelines because you have a small area. So about that size. And now we're going halfway, 2 clicks. And we're gonna go halfway. And you don't gotta spend a long time on this. You can do it really fast, right? Like just like that. Then you close it and you hit that bottom line. So this line that we were removing was the line we did with the trimmer. And as you can see, because we didn't press too hard, it wasn't hard to remove it at all. Now the next guard is the one guard. With the one guard, and it's gonna be guard clipper open. We're gonna go up another like ½ inch. To get rid of it, to blend it in, you have the 0.5, and it'll be 0.5 lever halfway, so 2 clicks, and you're gonna hit it halfway right here. And I'm only using the corner of the teeth. It's about like half, almost like less than half the blade, honestly. And I'm literally just flicking and hitting it with the corner, trying to blend it in together. And if you still see the line and it's not coming out, you can close it all the way, go even a little lower, and just with the corner, it'll blend out. Okay, now to get rid of this line right here, you use the 1.5. 1.5, the same one we used to remove the bulk, but we're gonna do it open. And we're gonna flick out. And if it doesn't blend out with the 1.5, you can close it, and then same thing, attack it with the corner, and it should be blended. And if there's still a little more bulk, you grab your comb, you're gonna put it like that, and then you're gonna stick it out like a 45-degree angle, literally like if it was pointing at you. And all the little hairs that stick out, you just take them out, brush down, put the comb, bring it out, and then pass through the clipper. You see, no more line. Now all we gotta do is line it up. So I'll line up right here behind the ear. Like I said, I don't do no pushback, so literally wherever I see the hair going, the hair is going right here. So we'll just do the first line. You can stretch the skin right there. And since we already did the line back here, you just gotta connect them together. Like I said, you only use one corner of the trimmer. I know a lot of barbers be pushing it up a little more closer, but I like keeping mine natural. Cause then it grows back ugly after a couple days. But there you go. So this is how the cut's looking. And what a lot of people see that they do is that they leave a lot of bulk right here behind the ear, and they don't really know how to take it out. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick. I comb the bulk down, and just like I did it, I like put the comb, I stick it out, and the little hairs that are sticking out is what I cut. And I usually do clipper close, but if you're scared to cut too much hair off, you can do it open. Literally angle out and take that, then brush it down again, and do it again. But don't dig in the comb, literally just take it out. And if this is too small, you can get a bigger comb that covers up more space. And like just like that, just the little hairs that stick out. So he doesn't get a hairline in the front, but I do line it up right here because all high tapers have a line up right here. Now what I like doing to make it pop a little more, I use some enhancements. So I usually grab my card, or if you have like a regular card, and then literally right where you hit it, don't spray too much, just like naturally, just like that. And this is literally just to enhance the haircut a little more. Let's do the same thing with the other side. Behind the ear. And then this little corner right here. Behind the ear. And then right here. I get so high, it from the camera, so I'm smiling. Told me that she hate me, now she back again. And you still alive, you better be lucky, ain't no trafficking. Hate they ain't gotta ask again. He was catching.